Now, Randy, you have an interest in social responsibility, and here you're going into a very traditional environment. How do you think that traditional companies can address some of these really important social issues?
Well, I think, first of all, I see the entrepreneurial spirit and the pursuit of innovation as very consistent with the new models for social venturing that we see out there. The idea that social ventures are run with a set of business disciplines, that they are self-sustaining rather than constantly looking for philanthropic help, that they measure their impact in ways that are very similar to the ways in which companies measure success of product, and that the skills that are coming to those companies are rigorous skills, not the same sorts of skills that we saw 20 years ago, largely in charitable organizations. So we're seeing the model change, and we're seeing entrepreneurship and innovation be key features of those models, which is very consistent, of course, with my interests. Venture capital can be a part of that. I mean, one of the things that Kleiner Perkins is most proud of is its involvement, for instance, in creating the New Schools Funds, which invest substantially in things like charter schools and other tools, technologies, and opportunities to test and improve the public education system. That was started by a group of partners at Kleiner Perkins. It does not operate within Kleiner Perkins, but it fundamentally is a sister organization to Kleiner Perkins. Kleiner Perkins is also very much involved in microfinance. It's one of the areas that we look at on a global level in terms of how we can be involved both as individual partners, but also as a firm. There's money to be made in microfinance. And the fact that there's money to be made in creating social value is a good thing, not a bad thing. 20 years ago, that was considered a bad thing. If they were making money, then you couldn't be serving the social need. I think today we have different models and different ways of thinking about that. And then the sorts of companies that we invest in. I mean, we look to invest in companies that can make significant social differences. You might say to yourself, how the heck does, Google made so much money for everybody. How does that fit the model? Well, Google's probably had a bigger contribution to social change in the last 10 years of any new company that's been formed. The way in which people access information, share information, the processes that they're going through now to bring all of the libraries online and be searchable and be usable around the world by people who have no access to books. This is social change done by a for-profit business. And so the mission of the companies you invest in is also important. Business is the most effective tool for social change if we use it the right way, if we seek significant missions, if we carry integrity into the process, if we measure the value we bring not simply by the bottom line, but by the value that's created for others. Business is the tool. It's the most effective tool. And I think it's important that like-minded people go to business and bring their integrity, their values into business to make those sorts of things more effective, more impactful.